Hi, and welcome back to Ask a Pennsylvania Dutchman. My name is Chris LaRose, and this here is Douglas Maidenford, our resident Pennsylvania Dutchman. What you think, Douglas?
I need to address a question that somebody sent me in an email.
Yeah?
They said, how comes when we watch your videos, you often have the same clothes on all the time?
Because we're frugal.
We are frugal, but we have to knock the fourth wall down real quick.
Oh no, we're gonna ruin the illusion.
Should we tell them the truth?
You already let the cat out the bag.
The reason we often wear the same clothes in a couple videos in a row is because, we don't live right next door to each other, and it's tough to get us clothes when we get together. It's it takes sometimes it's a long time in between. So we shoot a bunch of videos all at once. I don't want you guys to think that we only own like 5 pairs of clothes.
Well, I only own.
I don't have a lot of clothes, but that's the reason. So don't think that we're just. It's not our. There you go. I just wanted to address that question because the email was a little pointed, and I was a little
pointed.
Yeah, it was.
Well, how'd they say? I'm curious.
Why don't you guys ever change your clothes?
Well, that sounds pretty Dutchy.
Yeah, I know. Well, we gotta throw this. I gotta.
Well, gosh,
put another question.
Deep, Doug.
Put another question.
I'm a little distracted.
Don't be distracted. Hit me, baby.
All right. Well, that guy hit you pretty hard.
I know.
Why don't you ever change
your clothes?
All right. Well, we got a question, Doug. And it's, why don't you ever change your clothes? Alright, this one comes in from Lamar Miller. Lamar says, "Hey guys, I was just wondering about some things that I grew up hearing that are unknown to my friends. For example, when someone is coming to your house, you ret things up, or get them in order. Or someone who eats like a pig doesn't eat, he fresses. Do you two Seckle Cups know of these or any other Dutch slang?" Lamar Miller.
Well, Lamar, you are experiencing what many Pennsylvania Dutch people go through, particularly nowadays, where we have these Pennsylvania Dutch words that have crept into English. We have this Pennsylvania Dutch English. There's actually some linguists that have studied it. But there's words that are so good in Pennsylvania Dutch that there is no English equivalent. Mm-hmm. And it just hits in a different way. Fresse is the absolute perfect example. You've all heard it before, but do you actually know what it means? We probably can infer that it means to eat, but it's not just that. In Pennsylvania Dutch, we have 2 verbs to eat. We have esse, E-S-S-E, and fresse, F-R-E-S-S-E. And they're different. You look them up in the dictionary, esse will say to eat, with the connotation that it's a human doing the eating. Fresse is the verb to eat, with the connotation that it's an animal doing it. Refined, unrefined. Fork and knife, sometimes. Snot, right in it. Yeah. And I just think the imagery is so good that you could say, oh, he's eating like a pig, or he's eating like an animal, but to say, man, are you fressing? Or fress, that just has this, it hits. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Another one that I really like is Rutsch. Rutsch comes from the verb rutsche, which means to slide or to move. And it just, you sit down on a bench and the other guy's mansplaining you here, and it's spread all out or whatever that's called. They have that term today. Manspreading, that's it. Maybe they were mansplaining you too, but you could sit down and say, "Excuse me, sir, could you please move over?" Or you could sit down and say, "Hey, rutsch over a little bit." It's direct. Mm-hmm. It hits right in the heart, and it just there's no need to. There are words like that just are perfect. Fresse, rutsch. Mm-hmm. Do you have any others that come to mind?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head. I used to get yelled at a lot as a kid, so there were some words, but that's been a while now. It'll probably come to me 10 minutes
sometimes
after
if we speak, it's always how it is with me too. Sometimes it's just a look, though. Yeah. Looks aren't words. But
my dad and I, we had this way of communicating just with looks, and that's something you don't really get with too many people, where, you'll see something and you want to make fun of it, but you can't say anything, but you get a look. Hey guys,
Maybe a wink.
yeah, it's
Or
you
just the nod, the head nod works
sometimes
too.
it's even more magical than that.
Magical?
You get kind of like an energetic thing that you don't even, like, the faces don't even move, the eyes don't change, nothing, but you just get that feeling where you're like, yeah, we're on the same page.
I don't know if I've ever had that experience
Well,
before.
it takes time, Doug.
You looked at your dad and you had a magical experience.
Oh yeah, we'd have that stuff. Like, all right, here's an example. We were hunting, and
Yeah?
we came out of the woods and we went to this diner,
Okay.
and we saw somebody that we didn't like too much, and we wanted to make fun of them because of something.
Yeah.
But they were real close, and we knew that they spoke Dutch too.
So you couldn't. Right.
And so we just give each other a look like that, and you'd feel it, and we'd know exactly what we're thinking because, you know, we both had the same joke on our minds, but we didn't have to say it.
Do you think that magic happened because it was two Dutch people? Like, could you have that same magic with someone that wasn't Pennsylvania Dutch?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know, it was easy because my dad and I thought so much alike. And I
Good.
think whenever you have two people that think alike...
Well, sure, but I
And then
think
you
it's
have that.
I think there's a cultural connection.
Oh,
there,
I think so too, because it depends on what your humor's like. PA Dutch humor is different from Italian humor.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
different from, you know, Hispanic
Different from
humor,
everything.
any kind of
yeah,
humor.
it's different from everything.
But sometimes you just get those two people that are, you know, they could be from different ends of the world or different ends of the county, and they'll get it.
yeah, that's true.
So I guess that we're kind of branched off, but we're still talking about communication, aren't we?
Yeah, well, it's all about communication. I know that you out there watching are like, I have 55 different words that fit into this category of Dutch words that have made their way into English that just, you know what I mean? They hit in a different way. They just, it's to the point, better than, you know, how we explain. You have to leave those in the comments down below. I'm sure we'll get one heck of a good conversation going here. But it's tough. You put us on the spot, these questions sometimes, and like Chris said, 5 minutes from now, I'll list probably 15 other words right off the bat.
Well, and this guy doesn't give me much time to prepare. He'll stuff this brilliant pad in front of me, and then it's like, "Are you ready? I'm not done reading. I just made it 2 sentences into the question."
Because you went to school to study theater. You know the best performances come unscripted, unpracticed.
Doesn't mean I learned how to read fast.
That's when the most creativity comes out. Because you're just letting the magic flow.
I told you, that magic moment. We're just having it with the camera. We just got to look at it.
Do you feel it?
Gotta give it time, Doug.
Do you?
Gotta get a little twinkle in it.
Do you feel it?
Is it working? It's working. I'm feeling it going out.
I don't know what the hell I'm feeling, but I don't think it's that. Let us know what words, Pennsylvania Dutch words, that you use in English all the time and get your funny looks maybe where you are. And we'll get a good conversation going in the comment section down below.
I really wish. I know there's a ton of words.
Well, for sure there are.
No, I guess that's it then.
Yeah. Son of a gun.
Son of a gun.
You should read these questions ahead of time, and then we would.
Well,
no, I'm just kidding. That goes against.
I mean, the swearing is one of them. That's.
Yeah, but come on, sure.
That's easy though. That's low hanging fruit there.
Aye. That phrase there, that's Pennsylvania Dutch. And you know, if you hear someone say that, it can be interpreted a couple different ways. It can be, oh man, that's not good. Aye. It could be a bad joke. Aye. Or, why didn't you do that? Aye. Look, it's the same phrase.
Yeah.
But in context, it can mean those 3 different things. And you can use it in English. Heck, I use it all the time. That phrase, I use all the time. I use it on myself a lot. Like, oh, Douglas, how can you be so dumb? Aye. Yeah, I could, sure.
Yeah, you can have whole conversations with just that word.
Many times over. Let us know what your favorites are that you use. And if you have an idea for a future video,
we'll do it.
Let us know.
You won't let me read it before we start.
No,
but
it's on the fly.
Yeah, on the fly. On the fly, aye.
Aye.
All right.
Keep those questions coming.
Keep them coming. And until next time,
Macht's gut. If you have a question, well, you have to email us at busterpa@yahoo.com.